Hello, I'm Shotaro Sano. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. This channel is a talk room where I share real, unfiltered conversations about career and learnings with guests I really want to talk to. And today's guest is my classmate at Shizenkan, Ogi. Ogi, thank you so much for joining and taking your time
For inviting me
on Saturday. Yeah, thank you.
after the class.
After the class, yes, it's a Saturday afternoon, about 3 p.m. And so this will be on public after the previous episode was with Imam, and I think it was like a month ago.
Mhm.
So yeah, I hope everyone is expecting new series and listening to this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hopefully, I'll be the good speaker today.
you'll be the good speaker for sure. So we've just heard about the second year individual work, individual project from Yoshikawa Sensei. How do you feel? Do you have any projects in your mind already?
Well, yes, there
You
are
do.
some.
Okay.
There are some, but not
Nice.
specific yet.
Hmm.
I'm not totally prepared to submit the project paper by the end of this month, I guess.
This month, yes. Yeah.
3 weeks ahead, so
Hmm.
I must articulate much more on my ideas.
Okay. Let me dig a little bit deeper on what you're thinking right now.
Of course.
But later. But first, for the sake of the listeners, I would like to ask you a brief introduction of your background and like what were you doing in your like student days, and then what was your first job and how you came to Shizenkan. The whole story before you come into Shizenkan, please.
Sure. So yeah, I was born and raised in Tokyo, Itabashiku.
Yes. Itabashiku, okay.
Itabashiku, yeah.
Nice.
I've been
nice.
living there throughout my whole life.
Mm.
Actually, I moved 3 times, but they were all within the Itabashiku.
Itabashiku. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I was living in first Nishitakashimadeira, the end of the end terminal of Mita line. And I moved to a 3 station next to the Nishitakashimadeira. Nishidai. It's where near from Takashimadeira, where a bunch of apartments, huge apartments are there. Takashimadeira Danchi. Bit famous, like the icon for Itabashiku, one of them.
I see. So it's a big
Yes.
danchi?
Yes, exactly.
Mansions or like apartment.
Yeah. And yeah, I grew up in Itabashiku, and from the junior high school, I went to the Koishikawa school.
Famous for very intelligent top school in Tokyo.
Currently.
Currently.
It was not that famous when I was the student of the Koishikawa student. Yeah. But yeah, Koishikawa was it was famous for the school criteria for freedom and the creativity for students. We can literally challenge anything we want. Especially for the scientific thing.
I see.
Yeah, since the school was one of the certified schools called SSH, Super Science High School. So there were a lot of very good, nice teachers there where I found scientific things, physics, chemistry, mathematics, where I found them very interesting. It was a kind of a trigger for me to be eager to study more. And partly because
you were good at mathematics, I suppose. Your current job is about mathematics. So
yes.
Not mathematics necessarily, but numbers.
Statistics, yes.
Statistics, yeah.
Basically numbers, yes. So yeah, I found most of the studies and learning something unknown to me was very interesting to me. I wanted to dig in deeper, but I could not find any specific subject for me yet in my high school. So, which is why I decided to challenge to join the Tokyo University, the University of Tokyo. Yes. So, in the University of Tokyo, we don't have to choose any specific division in the first year.
Yes.
So it's like a liberal arts, like Shizenkan, where people find what is the most interesting to them. Yes. So that was very attractive to me, so I challenge it. Yeah.
So you study not only like mathematics, science things, although that was probably one of your major interests, but you studied very broadly, maybe I don't know, sociology?
Sociology, no, but
No, law,
more
economics.
Yeah, economics, yes, and wide variety of a little bit of like scientific things. Like I learned about the I learned about the space thing, for example, spatial things, and also
astronomics.
astronomics, yes,
Wow,
and geography as well.
geography.
So it's a bit of science and literature thing, and English, of course.
English, yeah, of course.
But yeah, in the end, I found the mathematics and statistics are the foundation for anything in this world. So I decided to join the economics division, where I specialized in the statistics. Yes.
I see. Because I went to the School of Public Health where I had to study a lot of statistics.
Yeah, exactly.
And I learned the history of statistics a little bit. And I think the many basic of statistics comes from public health, healthcare industry, and also insurance. I think predicting the number of people's death. I think eventually in a city or something, or like life expectancy. I think that was one thing.
Yes.
So
that is a crucial point for insurance company and actuaries as well.
So was it natural for you to select your current job, your first job, Tokyo Marine, to pursue the career of statistician?
Yes, kind of. Yeah. My top priority then for job hunting was to use the numbers into some meaningful things. And one of the notable profession is here in Japan is the actuary.
Actually, yeah.
And also quants. Quants is the more of a monetary side. Quant is a professional of making monetary products, financial products,
like private equity
derivatives.
funds.
Private equity funds, yes, they have them also. Yeah.
Or quants is the ones who make the products of the financial products.
Yes, mainly.
I see.
They are synthesize all the financial products into one derivatives.
Yes.
Kind of thing using monetary statistics. I would say. Can you go back?
Did you get your first job after the Lehman shock?
Yes.
Okay, so
it was 2020.
2020. Okay. Oh, well, you're young. Okay, so when Lehman shock happened, everyone was blaming for like those, I think, quants and
yes, exactly,
investment banks making such a fraud product. Yeah, that impacted the world. Yeah, so I see.
Yeah, but quant is so. Yeah, I was given the two choices, actually, and the quants, and also data scientists, maybe.
Data scientist, I see.
But back then, data scientist or quants was they are very focusing on numbers itself. They do not so much care about the stories behind the numbers.
I see.
Which I'm not so much interested in. I'm more of a numbers is just a means to solve the problems of people, of companies.
Yes.
So I decided to narrow it down to actuary. And yeah, I saw several companies, mainly insurance companies in Japan. And yeah, I found it very interesting in Tokyo Marine Holdings.
I see. Could you elaborate a little bit on why actuary is a very interesting job in terms of like using numbers and using numbers for society or social impact?
Of course.
Do you mean instead of just like dealing with numbers, is it that there's like a certain decision making of which numbers should be included in this or that or? Well, what do you mean by that? That differentiates, data scientists and
of course,
quants and.
Well, it's in short, it's about the nature of the P&C insurance company. P&C property and casualty. I mean, non-life insurance.
Yes.
Non-life insurance exists for people who want to challenge.
Okay.
For example, there is a famous novel called Shitamachi Roketto by Ikei Ito-jun, probably.
Yes.
So they are the very small firm in the small town, but they take a huge daunting challenge for making a rocket by themselves. But it is quite challenging for people to try such a big challenge with a very big financial risks. This is where P&C insurance comes in. P&C insurance companies are the professional of risks and returns.
Yes.
They are really good at evaluating what is the risk of this project, how to lessen them, and there are two types of risks, which can be lessened and which cannot be lessened. Yeah. If you want to do that challenge,
controllable thing and
yes,
uncontrollable thing. Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. And controllable things, yes, we should control by using our knowledge about the product or the project. But uncontrollable risk is too big for people or company to hold. So P&C companies assess and evaluate what kind of risk it is, what is the distribution behind the accidents, and assess it theoretically and using the statistical knowledge, how much would be the risk pooling cost for it in order to make a win-win relationship between the P&C insurance companies and all the people and the companies who want to challenge. That's where statistics plays a crucial role.
Yes.
That story was very touching to me. And to underwrite such kind of risks, the statistical knowledge is unavoidable and essential. So actuaries can use their professional numerical statistical knowledge to help and support people and company to challenge. That was the ultimate motive for me.
Oh, this might be a very silly question, but if when the risk is too big, uncontrollable risk is too big, what P&C insurance company can do is just say, don't do this project, it's too risky? Or is there any way to manage somehow the risk? Let's say, so what I have in mind is a nuclear plant, which in 3/11, disaster happened in Fukushima.
Yes.
And so building a nuclear power plant in Japan is, I think, a very risky thing. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the P&C insurance is mandatory to build new nuclear power plant. But I think
exactly
it was backed off at some point after the disaster. And I'm not following the situation closely, but there was a discussion that nuclear power plant in Japan is a little bit too risky in terms of compensation that after it happened. So it's like a black swan thing happened.
Yeah, that is the interesting question. And nuclear plants as well as the earthquakes and the typhoons one of the biggest challenges for the Japanese P&C companies. But first, I want to distinguish risk and damage.
Risk and damage, I see.
Yes. Damage will be massive, yes. Earthquakes, damage, nuclear plants accident will cause a huge damage, yes. But risk is about uncertainty.
I see.
Not the potential damage.
Right.
What will be the percentage of that kind of damage? It is a risk.
Cool. So it's a quantifiable thing.
Quantifiable, or we somehow quantify them. Yeah.
I see.
So
okay, I see.
Yeah,
damage and risk is different. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
For example, car accidents. Each one of accidents damage are relatively small, of course, smaller than earthquake or nuclear plants damage. But the probability of the accident's cause is way higher than typhoon or nuclear plants accident, right? So we need to distinguish the frequency of the damage. And
I see.
But yeah, as you know, once a huge accident occur, so people cannot see the frequency of it, but the damage of it. But the actual damage happening is like a multiplication of frequency and damage, the frequency and the potential damage. Yeah. So first we need to distinguish them. And being said, yes, there is a big challenge for P&C companies to whether underwrite or not such kind of big risks. But in my opinion, P&C companies must underwrite these kind of risks, even though they are huge. Because one of the crucial role for P&C, or one of the main purpose of the P&C company, is stabilize the society. And once the accident happened, I would say to make the society and country resilient. This is the ultimate purpose of the P&C company. So I think all P&C companies must try to underwrite risks or somehow come up with the idea of pooling such huge risks. For example, earthquakes. The risk of earthquakes are underwritten mostly by the government now. And partly nuclear plants, I suppose. Yeah, building, at least P&C companies have a responsibility to build such kind of systems.
I see. So right now, the climate change is causing a lot of not like unexpected, but recently very hot days, or like many typhoons, or Japan historically had a lot of earthquakes. But so would you say the industry is now in a different mode, different like transition mode, or is it operating as usual? It has been always like this before, or any new trends, industry trends happening?
Yeah, well, I want to mention two things. In terms of climate change, yes, we are affected a lot. For example, as for typhoon, well, there's a famous story, not famous, but there's an interesting story about typhoons. In terms of the recent climate change or the global warming, most people think that the frequency of climate disaster like typhoons are increasing. Most people believe that. But it is not necessarily true. The number of typhoons are decreasing, actually.
Decreasing. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
But the potential damage of each typhoon are increasing.
Increasing. Okay.
So
So each typhoon is getting stronger.
Exactly.
I see. Wow.
So in that sense, well, based on what I said, there's a frequency and the damage distribution, and frequency and the potential damage, right? Frequency decreasing, damage increasing. So the two sides of the risk are changing now. So this is a huge change for this industry.
I see.
So yeah, I would say climate change is not the thing unrelatable to a P&C company. It affects a lot. But yeah, so this is the first thing. But the second thing is, in my opinion, P&C companies never be the same for this 140 years as for my company. Because if world changes, there's always a new risk.
Okay. Like geopolitical
Yes,
war or something, Iran is shutting down the oil canal, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of things. Also, the advent of AI, of course.
AI, yeah, okay.
The
AI,
cyber risks are increasing rapidly. And once people have the new risks in this world, P&C companies must challenge that risk. This is the foundation for P&C companies' business.
I see.
So I would say, yeah, P&C insurance companies cannot be the same. It must continue evolving.
Thank you. Interesting.
But being said, now actually I'm dispatched to a life insurance company though.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay. Can I then ask you a little bit about your career, how it evolved?
So, yeah, of course.
So you started your career in 2020. Wow, that's like really recent.
I joined the company 2020. Yes.
Oh, so during the COVID.
I joined the COVID. Yeah, right in the middle of the COVID.
Wow. Okay.
So the training for the first year, it was 2 months, I suppose, but it was completely online.
Yes.
I
remember. Yeah.
I didn't meet anyone of my cohort, which was pretty sad to me.
And it's very difficult to engage and make a bonding feeling.
Yeah,
online
exactly.
completely, right? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and after the training, I belong to the asset management department, but it is not the ordinary asset management thing like we learned in the Edward Jones case or Merrill Lynch or something. Investments in insurance companies are quite unique because they cannot focus on the profitability only. The first criteria for insurance company or the investment department insurance company is to secure the payment of the insurance contracts.
Yes.
Right, of course. So one is safety. This is the first criteria for investment.
Safety means you cannot lose money. You have to be conservative. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Second, liquidity.
Liquidity. Yeah.
Yes. Even if you are investing in non-liquid assets such as private equity or infrastructure thing or
like government bond, like locked in for
private
like 10
assets
years
or something. Yeah.
Okay.
So, actually, the government bond is one of the most liquid assets. But
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as you said, it depends on the term of investment.
I see.
10-year governmental bond, it is super liquid, but 20 or 30, it is difficult to buy and sell in the market spontaneously. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a second-hand buy and sell market. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
I see.
And the profitability comes next. So safety, liquidity, and the profitability. There's quite a opposite of the many aggressive funds, I guess. And yeah, in terms of safety and liquidity, we must predict how much amount are we gonna pay in the future based on the all insurance contracts we have in the company. That was exactly my role.
I see.
I was engaged in so-called ALM, Asset Liability Management. Assets is literally asset insurance company invest. Liability is the liability
Potential
for
money that
insurance
you
companies.
need to pay.
Yes, exactly. There is a future payment of the insurance contracts, and how to balance them was my work.
I have no idea what that means in a daily job. I can imagine that in a very high level image, but yeah. So what would be the daily job?
Easy example would be, for example, we have to make a payment of 1 million yen in 5 years. So how much money do we have to have now? This is the most simple question for ALM manager. One simple solution is to discount the 1 million yen by interest rate, right? Like we learned in the finance class. So this is the first, I would say, easiest solution. But of course, there's a risk of the payments to be larger or smaller. And also there's a risk of the timing difference. It will not be in exact in 5 years. It can vary in 4 years or in 6 years. Or ultimately, the payments might be zero, even if the insurance accidents will not occur. So taking into account all these kind of possibilities, for example, the base.
Sorry, can I ask a little bit different question about what you do? So let's say it's a Monday morning, 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., whatever the time you come to your office. Maybe have a coffee and sit on your desk, and you'll be having like meetings meetings like all day, or you'll be fighting with some kind of a calculating machine that you have, or you'll be meeting with outside, I don't know, like experts of some kind, or
Oh,
what would
thank
be
you.
your like one day look like?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I've never been, in touch with actuary people before, so I don't have any image of what
of
you do.
course.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was yeah, and at first I was in the investment department, and now I'm
Mm-hmm.
in the managerial accounting department. So a bit
Mm-hmm.
different,
Oh,
but
so a
I
bit
will
different.
explain about the investment department first. Yeah, actuaries in investment department is like roughly 5 to 10% of all the actuaries, I guess. So it is not a majority, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, in the morning, I got to the office, have some morning coffee, and
Okay.
first thing I was doing then is to open the market monitor and the market
Mm.
reports
I see. I
to
see. I see.
see
Mm.
what kind
Mm-hmm.
of events occurred yesterday,
Mm.
especially in the US market because it was in the middle of the night in Japan.
I see. So like a Bloomberg or like that kind
Ah,
of
yes,
thing.
you know about that. Yeah.
Okay. I see. Mm.
And how interest rates and stock prices
Mm.
and FX moved.
Mm.
What's the cause behind them?
Mm.
So yeah, so such kind of analysis I conduct roughly 30 minutes to 1 hour in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and we would have the daily morning meeting about the market analysis. What will be the event yesterday? What will be our like prediction or best estimates with government policy or FX or
Mm-hmm.
stock prices will go. And yeah, after that meeting, I would start analyzing the risk portfolio of insurance cash flows and asset cash flows by using Excel,
Mm.
mostly Excel. Yeah,
Mostly Excel. I see.
I think 99.9% actuaries are using mostly Excel.
Wow. Wow.
It is not evolved.
Mm.
Maybe it will change with the advent of AI sometime, but
Mm-mm-mm.
now we're still using Excel as a main tool for evaluating risks and returns. And yeah, for example, based on our new estimate of the future payment rate, such
Mm.
as surrender rate or accident rate, death
Mm-hmm.
rate, mortality rate, and considering the current economic condition, how much is the interest rate risks we have?
Mm-hmm.
How much is the surrender rate risk we have? Such kind of evaluation I would do by myself. And in the afternoon, I would share the results of my analysis to my colleagues,
Mm-hmm.
discuss about discuss our asset portfolio would be appropriate considering the latest information of the insurance cash flows, and if it have to be adjusted, we would make a order to the front. Front means
Mm.
the actual buyer or seller of the assets.
Within your
To
company.
yes,
I see.
for
Mm.
example, could you make a duration of the Japanese governmental bond 1 year shorter?
Mm-hmm.
Such kind of order we would make.
I see. I see. Wow.
This kind of thing.
So you are actually calculating in the
Hmm.
morning, and you talk about the calculation with your colleague, and you go back to your desk and start calculating again, and
Yeah,
evaluate the calculation and explain your calculation to your colleague.
yeah,
So
to someone
you're calculating all day. Wow, that's
all day.
crazy.
Hmm.
That's crazy. Wow.
Well, maybe half day,
Wow.
maybe half day.
Maybe half day, but
Yeah,
that's still crazy. Wow. So
but yeah,
okay.
as I mentioned, I'm not so much into just teasing the numbers,
Mm, mm, mm.
just like adjusting numbers in the Excel, and I
Yes,
don't
yes.
I don't feel pleasure from it.
Mm, mm.
So I'm more of a discussion side.
I see,
What
I
would
see.
be the strategy for us
Mm,
to make the return higher and the risk lower?
mm, mm, mm.
What would be the best assets for us to
Mm.
invest and for customers, of course?
Ah,
Yeah, building on such kind of strategy and discussion with my colleagues are the most enjoyable thing
wow.
for me.
So how AI is like impacting your daily
Mm.
job?
Mm-mm.
Is it so maybe digesting the input or like the what happened yesterday could be much easier
Yes.
using AI?
Yes.
Discussion maybe not so much, but calculation maybe. But do you see any like significant impact by AI?
Yes, it has an impact, mostly on the efficiency of work currently. Yeah, as I said, to gather information in a shorter time. That is one.
Do you feel
Also,
tired? You have to see more information and make decision faster. Is that kind of thing
well,
happening?
yeah, honestly, yes. The
Okay, yeah,
information got
I see.
bigger and bigger and bigger, so very difficult to concentrate the core of the information these
I
days.
see.
But yeah, I'm trying. And also, yeah, for the investment department, there's a lot of operational jobs, such as making a report, making a financial report for the investors, making a QA on IR meeting, or kind of, and the managing the investment data to properly to make the financial disclosure aligning with regulation. These kind of things are quite very troublesome, I would say. But yeah, this type of, I would not say bullshit job, but the boring jobs are uh, gradually replaced by AI.
I see. Wow.
But yeah,
So you'll be more spending time discussing about philosophical thing or like ethical
yes,
things or
yes.
maybe. So I see.
And also the interpreter of what's
Mm,
is the have been and uh will be a job for human for the time being, at least. Because yes, AI can analyze the market. Yes, AI can analyze our current portfolio. But we must convince our directors and our policyholders that we are doing the right thing for you, which is where AI can be helpful, but this is still a people's job.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for answering. So my next question would be, so we've been learning in Shizenkan about not 9 months or so our first year is near to the closing and we're now looking at the second year activity like today. And what kind of like impact do you think Shidenkan's contents had on your thought or like how you think about your job?
Yeah, thank you. Well, now I have mainly two reflections. One is how narrow in the world I was living in. Yeah, as I said, actuary is a quite a unique profession generally.
Yes.
So they tend to focus on very niche field, or they tend to focus on their world, or just where they can reach. But yeah, after joining Shizenkan, we learned religion, marketing, sociology. These are all new to me, which was quite interesting to me as well. And yeah, I found myself that yes, deepen a certain field is interesting to me, but moreover, widening my perspective is more attractive to me.
I see.
That is my finding for me. Yeah, that is the one impression of Shizenkan. And second is, I before joining Shizenkan, I thought about myself kind of, yes, I liked people, but I liked number over people. I like the theoretical, I like the logical thinking, and do not care much about the people's emotion or the huge trend in the human's mind consciousness. But now I am more of a how do I say? Find myself. I love to meet and talk with people. I love to collaborate with people. So yeah, I surrounded the best classmates I have, of course, including Shou-san.
But it's pretty surprising that you had such a self-image of yourself because I did not
Yeah.
have any impression of you being that kind of person, even in the day one of Shizenkan.
Really?
Yeah. So I think you did the magic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I did the magic.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So was there a certain like event or moment that shifted you from like very logical, number oriented, not so much emotional person to that self image?
Well, I think it's from the daily interaction with classmates and the many activities from the courses. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are very powerful and passionate about their jobs and daily works, and they are very proud of that, which is very cool to me. Because actually before joining the Shizenkan, so the current department I'm in is, I feel like this is not for me. But now I'm pretty much enjoying my career and the life in Shizenkan as well. So
That's good.
I think that's my life turned positive.
Wow. I see. I was curious, why did that happen? So you were spending your time with very homogeneous colleagues. Is that why, or?
Yeah, I will say yes. The first department, I was in the investment department, where actuaries are maybe 30% of the 30% of the department, and 70% are more of a more focusing on asset management side, or more generally with risk and return reports of our asset portfolios. Yeah, there were actuaries, but they're not very. Yeah, there was actually a diversity of the workplace.
Yeah, super smart brains getting together. Not much of emotional transaction going on. Yeah, but yeah, okay.
Maybe yes. But yeah, 1 year and half, 1.5 years ago, and I was dispatched to a life insurance company, the subsidiary of the Tokyo Marine Holdings,
Yes.
where 95% of staffs are actually, which was
95%. Wow. Okay.
95%.
That's a lot.
Super rare place existing in the world, I guess. Yes, they are very smart. Yeah, they are very smart. This is undeniable. But they tends to be a bit number nerdy. Or
because you're calculating all day.
and they feel a pressure from that. It is unbelievable, but they somehow,
it's unbelievable. It sounds crazy.
They are somehow enjoying the Excel calculation.
Yeah. Wow.
So
they get very excited with the calculation like formula. Wow, you're calculating this like this. So that kind of discussion happens, right? But that's it. Beyond my imagination.
So partly because of it, they are. Yeah, sorry, I'm not criticizing themselves, but
no, yeah, I get it. I get what you mean. Yeah.
Sometimes they are a bit too much individualistic in their work. They focus on their jobs, not focusing on using their knowledge or using their analysis to collaborate with others, which is the not the same perspective of me.
You enjoy more of a teamwork, I think.
Teamwork, yes, I believe in collaboration power and team group genius, I would say. But such kind of people are only me when I was dispatched. So I really felt stress about that. Actually, I had a disease from the stress once. But yeah, so from that environment, I joined Shizenkan and see many people who are eager to work for the sake of others, and happy to share their insights.
Some people who never calculate also.
Yes,
like me.
Course.
Yeah.
There's super. Every single moment of Shizenkan is very impressive to me. I was living in a so narrow world, so the people, every person I met through Shizenkan, of course, including classmates, professors, and people in the leadership nights or adjacent people, senpai as well. So that is enjoyable. And also that experience is the sequence of meeting with new people and downloading new perspectives are the energy for me now, I guess.
I see.
And also, luckily, job environment now is changing actually to a positive side. Many people from the outside who are very competent and eager to work with team are coming. So yeah, I'm pretty much enjoying the life.
Now, so let me ask about a little bit about the future, not near future. So in the second year of Shizenkan, we are supposed to be doing our like individual projects, and so I haven't really made my mind yet. So sorry for asking questions from me like that. But so you said you have some kind of like image of what you are trying to do, or
just
at least
just
a
an
direction.
idea, but yes, yeah.
Is it about insurance industry or like I don't know, like overlapping insurance and other like issues or?
Yeah, I'm thinking about the business which should be run by insurance companies, especially life insurance companies. It's I'm thinking about basically two things. One is the community-based insurance, and one is a new infrastructure to help people's lives more comprehensively. That is actually because of my experience now. Yeah, my grandfather is in the hospital due to because he got a stroke
Sure,
1 year
okay.
ago. Yeah, he survived luckily, but he cannot live in the house he had been living in. So, and yeah, when such kind of accident occur, of course, one of first people we turn on is the insurance company. Because they can provide some payments to cover the hospital fee or
yes,
the hospitalization fee or to cover daily expenses for
yes,
living in the hospital. So, but I found it very stressful about the other side of the patient life because one of the critical issues for our family is how to protect his house from the robbery.
I see. Because nobody's living right now.
Taking care of the
I see.
home.
I see.
This is not the service. This is not the service which insurance companies provide.
Yeah,
correctly.
I've never heard of it. Yeah. I see.
Also, once the living in hospital got longer, the family must commute there frequently, of course. It costs, of course.
Yeah.
And to find because there's a limitation for the being in the hospital for the usual patients, we must find another hospital which must be accessible and affordable for family.
Yes.
These kind of services are not included in the insurance company's service mainly. So life insurance is the main purpose of life insurance to provide a sense of I would say 安心.
Sense of security, but sense of
security,
security,
we can say
well-being
that.
or
Well-being,
peace, calm,
a sense
feeling.
of peace, a sense of calmness,
sense
such
of
kind
ease,
of things.
or okay, yeah.
Yes, but making payments is payments is super important, of course, but this is not sufficient to provide whole 安心 to people.
I see.
So I'm
I see.
thinking about the more comprehensive services, which
So
payments are.
the story will be like, so the community is lost in city area, like in Tokyo, and community is not really working as it was before. So maybe potentially life insurance company could broaden their coverage of not only the payment but additional services to it, and fill the gap of decline, reduce like community help. So that's the story I understood.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Ultimately, I want life insurance companies to be a community builder and doing life insurance as a side job.
Wow, that's a big vision. Nice.
Ultimate image movie.
Wow, that's interesting.
But I know that's too bold, and it's still vague picture yet. So I must make it. I must make it more barbarized and more detailed picture.
Yeah. Well, I think that direction is very worth digging for. Yeah, but and not only you, but do it as a like teamwork, potentially with like philosopher or sociologist or yeah. That's an interesting project that you're thinking.
Yes.
Wow.
But as you can see, I'm not thinking the whole picture, but and the detailed plan. I'm not. I'm not coming up with any yet, so I have to articulate that.
Wow. And you're 10 years or more younger than me. So, wow, how mature you are. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm amazed. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. 28 now.
You're 28. What was I doing? Last 50 years.
Your entire working you shared in the last meeting on the DTX business.
Yeah. Well, thank you for saying that. Wow, you're a very mature person, intellectually and also mentally. Wow, amazing. Thank you for sharing your story and your thoughts. And today, I especially the first part of our session, I learned a lot about P&C insurance and also ALM, and also how actuary people work.
Yes.
And mostly calculating, and which was very amazing thing.
Yeah. Wow, it will sound disgusting to some people I know.
Yeah, I cannot be actuary even one day.
Yeah, core value is beyond calculation, so
yes,
not focusing on the calculation. That is not the main purpose of the actuary.
Yeah. Wow, amazing. Well, thank you. So we've been talking for roughly about 60 minutes, but thank you for sharing your time. And I'd like to wrap up the session, but if you have any like comments or like questions, if you want to ask me, that's also great. But is there anything that you want to say?
I have one question to you.
Yes, please.
What was the motivation and trigger for you to start this podcast series?
Okay, thank you. So the reason I came to Shidenkan was because I felt I need to update myself. And I was anticipating reflection of my career, 20 years of my career, and having new inputs, especially from like liberal arts angle, like philosophy, sociology, that kind of thing. And also practice to be a good listener was the third one. And the reason is that I've been pitching my business idea, or I've been talking, or I've been selling things to people. So what I've been doing is talking and talking and talking, and not much of listening. Yes, I listened, but I listened for selling things. Yes, I was listening to make a current argument. So I was not like fully mindfully listening, or listening from my curiosity. So that was not kind of communication I've been familiar with for decades, I think I would say. And I wanted to be a better listener. And yeah, and I wanted to listen to what other students had been experiencing, or why they came to Shidenkan. And I thought maybe if I could make this like podcast series, then so I can practice my listening, And at the same time, this story that I hear could be also interesting to other people, of course. So why do I share this? And because the cost of starting podcast is very low now, thanks to AI and like these like tools that there is, it's very cheap. Yeah, and editing is taken care by AI mostly, so it's not very time consuming as well. So yeah, I think that's the reason. And when I think of new idea, I want to do it because otherwise I just forget it. Like so once there's an inspiration, I want to act on it to not lose the inspiration. Yeah. So I started without thinking much. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you.
To take a new challenge is always difficult, whether it's small or big.
Yeah. Well, if you don't think much, then you can act quickly. So what I'm good at is I don't think much. I don't think. I just move. Then think if there's anything that I have to think. So yeah.
Well, that's great. That's an important word to me as well. Thank you.
Yeah. So zero calculation when I move. I don't think of any plan ahead. So yeah. Sometimes I start things and stop very quickly, or I get bored. So I'm that kind of person. I do many things. I stop many things, and I iterate a lot of things. I try, I experiment. So
that's great.
So the cost of starting new thing is very low for me. I think the mental cost is very low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for asking.
That's all to me.
Okay. Thank you. So this is for listeners. Thank you for listening, and please give us feedback anywhere in the classroom, of course. And again, thank you, Ogi, for sharing your very interesting story, context, and very insightful talks. It was really interesting, personally, and I'm sure it was very interesting for the audience as well. And
yeah, for me as well.
Taking
your time.
Yeah, I discovered a new side of you today. So yeah, thank you, and see you next week, I think.
Yeah,
In the classroom again. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.